Okay. At the top right, our red human player, YungHofer, looking to be going, probably a standard build. Sometimes against Orc we have seen some Paladin into Blood Mage, Rifle shenanigans, but this should be pretty standard. And on the other side, our yellow Orc player, Jonathan, going to go into Farseer Headhunters, which is the common play these days. And it is the Archmage, as expected for the human. I think Jonathan in the group so far has had a rough showing, but maybe he'll be able to turn around here. I've actually played against him a couple times myself, and I thought he was fairly decent, but sometimes you get into these matches and just struggle a bit. So we'll see if he can turn it around here. And YungHofer, on the other hand, he's actually been doing pretty good in his group. I think he did lose his last match, but I think he's like won all of his other matches. So he's been sitting pretty good for the group. Okay, creeping underway. Ensnare goes off. Should see the elemental to tank now. He did actually take like 100 damage on his Archmage there, which is definitely not ideal. And the Farseer on the way. Wolves already out. Don't think he'll be able to... Oh, that was actually super close. I think that was a high damage roll on the troll. There was almost the water Ellie left over for Jonathan to steal. But this damage, taking that 100 damage to the creep, and now Jonathan's harassed. YungHofer, oh my god, this Archmage has already dropped to 100 health. But the tower is up. A very early arcane by our human player. Oh, Headhunter trying to block, gets one more hit off. Wolves will keep chasing, but they are about to expire. Next Headhunter going for the block. Misses it again, but needs 2 more hits. Wolves are going to expire though. And the Archmage, very rough spot here. Nice little multitasking though by YungHofer, getting a creep done. But I believe Jonathan's going to want to make sure this Archmage does not get to a fountain. There is no Arcane Vault either. We need to be a bit careful here. You know what would have been a crazy thing to see here? Boots' speed on the Farseer. Because the Archmage didn't actually buy boots himself. That would have been kind of cool. But
forces are under attack.
We just see the continued harass here. Archmage actually, like I said, no boots, but also no Staff of Telly or anything, so kind of awkward. I really feel like he should have bought one of those, headed to the fountain, and then, healed up. He is still going to head to the fountain. Jonathan could send a wolf over there. He's not yet done so far though. And just looking to get some damage on these footmen. Archmage has reached level 2, has plenty of mana, but footmen starting to take damage. However, with the fountains available, it is very possible for our human player to just heal up like he has been doing so with his Archmage. Oh no. He's not gonna disconnect, is he? Okay. Oh, he's still here. I see. Okay, one footman getting chased down. Did not want to put it next to the fountain with the wolves being able to wake it up, but it's going to die anyways, it looks like. And Jonathan continuing to chase the Archmage. The Archmage actually picks up boots and Staff of Telly. So a bit interesting to get both now. I mean, they're definitely not bad. But I'm not sure if he really needs both anymore. Oh my god. Interesting staff. They're actually so close to each other, but both going to just be creeping their own respective camps so far. Farseer looking to get level 2 here. And the Archmage trying to get ever closer to that level 3. Farseer does reach level 2. Footman scouts the Orc. And Archmage actually going to come in to try to poke in. But will take a big chunk of damage there. Might feed a water alley. Chain lightning to secure it. Probably unneeded, but you know, I guess if you really want the XP, you really get it by doing that. So yeah, Archmage, good items. They're a bit expensive to purchase both staff and boots. Jonathan adding a totem, very interesting choice, and has got Troll Regen already, which will help a lot, especially with a few of these headhunters damaged already. Focus coming in on the water alley. Wants that big chunk of XP if possible. Wolf's going to expire. TC getting in position for a stomp. Will secure the water alley kill. Murloc kill. And the human probably just wants to back off here. Not sure if we'll see another stomp. Probably not worth it just to secure one footy kill. Would like to see the TC start creeping here soon. And he does indeed back off. Going to probably try to just creep up. Get that level 2 and endurance aura unlocked. Wand of Illusion can be pretty good here. Archmage coming in. And it looks like an MK coming out of the altar soon as well. Or wait, maybe not. No, I think he canceled it then. And is the choice. And a rifle upgrade as well, even though we do not actually have rifles yet. A bit interesting. Oh, the Archmage needs to be careful. There is a Chain Lightning available. Chain Lightning! Oh my god. Archmage goes down. A bit caught out there. Not prepared for the Chain Lightning. Jonathan trying to micro his Headhunter back. The human army is still decently strong though. Especially with this Panda and Breath here. But it will be hard for him to chase anything down now that his ranged hero that had Boots of Speed is no longer alive. He is trying to put some damage on these Headhunters, but fairly easy for Jonathan to just micro these back. And level 3 Farseer! Oh, these wolves are gonna wreck! Look at them just go to town on the police! Oh, he did get one Headhunter. And managed to save most of these in his base. But going to get this Sanctum cancelled. Farseer taking a couple shots of the Arcane. Might be able to pick off one more Peasant here, maybe even a second one. But just decides to back off instead. Clarity coming out on the Panda. And Archmage almost out of the altar once again. Yeah, TC has reached level 2. Getting that endurance aura is huge. Level 3 Farseer as well, very huge. We see Grunt Raider Walker. And he actually went tier 3 during this as well, and getting Tauren. Oof. These guys can carry. The fact that he was able to get to tier 3 so easily like that. These Tauren are going to be difficult for the human to deal with. Because he doesn't even have his second Sanctum up. It got cancelled, and I think he was short on some sort of resource earlier. Probably gold, I guess, because he has lots of wood. But yeah, both sides looking to just continue creeping. TC almost level 3. Archmage hits level 3 himself. Panda still a ways from 3. And yeah, we have 2 Raiders with Ensnare. We have a Walker with Adept. We have, what was that, 2 Tauren with Pulverize? Or 1 Tauren with Pulverize. Second Walker coming. Kodo. Oh, this army is pretty big. Oh, Raider's going to look to catch stuff out. Gets 1 footy. Would like to pick off some of these rifle casters if possible. And he is going to go in. This raider does not have ensnare yet, but the other one does. Should be able to take out this priest, maybe even ensnare another priest. Does so. And he's looking to go in here. Wolf summoned. There is no adept training on the priest yet. Stomp in the middle of everything in a second. Huge stomp. Chain lightning coming out. All the casters falling. One Sork left. Level 3 TC. We should have one more stomp, and that's going to secure the rifle. Going to secure the sorceress. And YungHofer's army just disappearing. Jonathan playing very well this game. Will TP out to save his hero and any of his weak units, and I'm looking to him just healing up here and possibly just going again. I wouldn't hate him. Also, unlocking his gold mine could be a good choice here. Setting up a tiny great hall. This would be a very good moment for that, as the human has no means to attack right now. But if he wants to just pressure again, he could very well do so, or he could even just creep. Get that TC up to like level 4, level 2 aura unlocked. We'll see what he decides to go for. Panda on the other hand, trying to get more XP. Splitting XP with the Archmage currently, but will be getting much closer to level 3 off of this. Only 105 XP to go. However, the Orc has come across the map. Double speed scroll, no TP, but you know, the double speed scroll and the heal scroll should be enough. Oh, and YungHofer looked like he was maybe trying to expand, but that is not going to work in this situation. Huge stomp hits just about everything, picking off the caster right away. Peasants left behind. Oh, another huge stomp, and all the footmen, they're just dying so quickly. Just like one volley each of them with these walker headhunters, or berserkers. And now the peasants. Oh, it's a slaughter. Jonathan showing a really good game here after struggling earlier in the against his previous opponents. But now here, very much in the lead. Jumping up to 58 food now in production. One raider getting a bit low, but the human army is just so small. Not much he can do. Does he have control magic? Does not look like it. So will not be able to take these wolves over yet. Level 4 Farseer unlocked. Breakers falling. And after YungHofer had a decent early game, getting his Archmage pretty well leveled, even with having his Archmage so weak, just not much left anymore. Jonathan had a couple really good engagements, some huge pickoffs, and all of this at the same time was going for tier 3 and Tauren, and you're just not going to beat Tauren with such a small human army. You really need to have an advantage right away. And the Orc, Jonathan, going into the human base now. Tauren going to pulverize all the peasants. There is no TP, so sometimes diving like this can be bad, but the human just does not have enough to punish him. Oh my god, this Archmage actually has insane items too. Plus 17. Blizzard coming out, going to hit pretty big here. But Ensnare focus coming in on the Archmage. We'll have to use this TP soon, I believe. Breakers going down. Jonathan going for the kill here. An Archmage does indeed fall. A couple sorcerers on the field, but Archmage is dead. GG is called. And nice win there by our Orc player, Jonathan. Game 2, Shallow Grave. I have not really seen this map in the higher groups, really. You know, like group A, B, C. But it seems to be not the most uncommon map for the lower group. So we shall see how they play on it. Top left, our yellow orc and a winner of the first map. It is a BFRjonathan. And he is going to go, as it looks, headhunters once again. Yeah, does this scoring thing work? No. It does. Nice. And at the bottom right, our red human player, YungHofer, should be going standard once again. No paladin rifles, just archmage, footy mans, and try to get his creeping done. This map can be pretty difficult to creep. You get a decent amount of XP from this first camp, but after that, you have to kind of head to the middle, and there's like frost armor, there's like ensnare, the level 4 turtle that has carapace or whatever. Merc camp is really difficult because it has the level 6 troll. And then the other camps are all pretty far away and in the center. Oh, apparently he hasn't really played this map. Maybe he didn't realize it was in the pool, or maybe he just really didn't want any of the other maps. Luckily for Orc, however, you can, for the most part, just play aggressive with your Farseer headhunters and then just creep whatever small green is nearby every now and then, and like that's fine. You don't have to know too much else beyond that. The biggest thing is knowing where your opponent's going to creep, though. That can be sometimes a little more difficult if you don't, if you're not too familiar with the map. But with the wolves, should be able to keep track of the human fairly well. And YungHofer once again taking another 100 damage on his Archmage, which, as we saw last game, can be pretty rough for him. So he needs to be very careful not to take too much damage again right away. But he does have an Arcane almost up already. There is a gap for him to reach the back of his base. And with the Arcane up, he should be fine. However, he has taken a couple hundred damage, and that itself is just going to make him unable to really branch out from his base. Farseer does get the kill on that water Ellie. The Archmage with claws, almost level 2. Not the worst scenario for the human, but this is the awkward part of the game where you're kind of just stuck here. Jonathan trying to see what he can do. However, not being able to accomplish much. Maybe this is a moment where he could have backed off, tried to creep one of the greens, and maybe left one wolf to just scout where the human goes. Yeah, he really wants to get something done, but the human, playing passive like this, not going to give him an opportunity to do anything. And he is going to take one of the small greens this time, which I think is a good choice. However, the human realizes this and escapes. And that's why you kind of needed the wolf here to see where the human's going. Because now Jonathan might have trouble finding him. Will he check this green? He does have a wolf he can send over there after the ensnare runs out. He knows the human has not gone to the left side, but the human does end up scouting where the orc is and will be able to be aware of the situation. Level 2 unlocked on that Archmage. Next item. Man, I'm like, this dude. Okay. Where's this DLC package at? We got Claws and Mantle once again. Like, okay, dude. Okay, dude.
A player's forces are
Yeah, Jonathan, on the other hand, does have Sentry Wards, which is not the worst, and he has spotted the Archmage. Nice deny here on the alley though. But yeah, Archmage just going to continue running now. Might try to put in some hits onto one of the headhunters, but so far just running. And will likely want to reach the shop at some point for boots, but already missed the top right shop. Tier 2 about to be finished. Will we see a panda and pressure on a burrow? Or is he going to continue creeping? It does look like it's going to be the panda once again. Probably it is. I'm personally a bigger fan of the MK, but panda is definitely the new in thing, the cool thing. That's what all the youngins are doing these days. Get that panda, spam that breath of fire, and he's definitely a decent hero. One footman going to get caught out here. Will go down. Farseer already 2.4. Archmage also 2.5, and potentially going to be going towards the Orc base. But Orc heading tier 3 once again and grabbing the totem. So a little bit of differing style here from most Orcs, favoring that tier 3 tech. And so far it's working out. Human is finally going to pressure though. However, the tech buildings are already up. There is no reinforced, but there's also no level 3 Archmage, so it's not that scary. However, Peon's not able to really reach the burrow effectively. Footman, however, not able to reach the burrow effectively either. Going to be able to repair this decently well, and there does not seem to be defend as far as I can tell. So these footmen die so fast if they stick around the headhunters without defend. Oh, he has endurance aura. No stomp here. Going for the Archmage, putting in a huge chunk of damage. One headhunter also dropping low. Archmage just continuing to run. He does have chain. Oh, the chain's gonna kill. Oh no, YungHofer not prepared for the chain lightning once again. Same thing as the first game. And the Archmage level 2 going down. Rough situation for our human. I do think the aggression was a good call, but he didn't actually have... He didn't have level 3 Archmage. He didn't have defend. And he was not quick enough. Like, it's fine to go without level 3 Archmage as long as you're like quick enough. You know, before this totem is actually up, for instance, so we can cancel the totem or maybe cancel a burrow or something, or both. But kind of just missed the timing. Totem was already up. There was already 3 burrows. Orc arrived in decent timing, no defend. And now we see the Orc army just going to town on the human peasants, footmen. He does have defend now, finally active. But not as useful now that there's only a couple of them, and rifles out, and stomp now unlocked, going to be huge, hitting most of the army here, focusing down at the priest. Well done with those headhunters. You do usually want to be putting this piercing damage on the casters in the backline, but does need to be careful. A lot of these headhunters super weak. We'll be able to escape with most of them, or all of them actually. Very well done here by Jonathan so far. He does have access to level 2 wolves too if he wants to turn again. Yeah, this game's looking pretty similar to the first game actually. Just a rough situation here. YungHofer kind of missing some of his timings. But we'll see. Maybe he can still get a level 3 panda. And level 3 panda with that level 2 breath. 50 food caster army can definitely still turn this. So just needs to buy time until he gets all of that. And we see him going to creeping here. Not giving solo XP to the panda yet, but I guess it's fine to get the level 3 Archmage as well. Might even go into level 2 Brilliance. Because one of one of the best ways to come back into this game still is to get level 3 Panda and have level 2 Brilliance supporting it. We'll see if that's what he goes for. Orc on the other side, Berserkers unlocked, Raiders should see a Tauren here soon, and then maybe a Kodo. Raider ensnare on the rifleman, and then Stomp comes in and hits like everything. First sorceress coming in, but caster is getting nicely focused by those headhunters. Disenchant on the water Ellie. Nice militia call here. However, Orc able to just kite a little bit, wait for the next stomp, and this damage is huge. Everything's dying. There is no heal scroll on the Orc side though, and some of the units are starting to really drop low. Level 3 Archmage unlocked. Probably actually go Water Ellie here because of not having much to spell. But the Panda getting focused. TP is passed. There is no chain or stomp, and the TC can get killed. TC is down. Panda has another breath. He can pick off these units too. Might be able to kill that walker with the breath. Headhunter also weak. Headhunter drops. Panda 2.6. Wolves doing work though. Needs to be very careful of that. The Panda gets his replenishment potion off, and the Orc army starting to fall. YungHofer with a little bit of a comeback here. Jonathan a little too aggressive after picking off that first rifle. Went in too deep, lost his TC and most of his army actually. Now he does have a Tauren though, and this is where the tier 3 tech should start paying off for him. But for YungHofer, that's it's still not a bad situation, being able to win that fight there after another rough start. And we'll be able to get level 3 Panda off this, and that's going to be huge. He does need some priests. He does have them now. They do have Adept already as well. And level 3 Panda, greater healing plus Periapt, very tanky. And the Archmage is actually almost level 4. And once he gets access to that level 2 aura, ooh, this is actually going to be pretty strong. TC on the other hand should also be reaching 3 here. Arcir reaching 4. So big level ups all around. 4-3 on every hero, or 4-3 on both sides, I mean. And human gets Robe of the Magi, so some more mana for that Panda. Pretty big. Retraining into, oh no. Oh no, he screwed up. He retrained, but his water elemental was still on cooldown, and now he has Blizzard Water Ellie. He needs to actually buy another retraining. You can't have no Brilliance Aura. That's actually game losing. You need the Brilliance Aura for your casters, for your Panda. But he's going to go in. Oh, this is rough. He's going to be able to do some huge damage to these burrows. Maybe this is his way into the game. Not using Blizzard right away though. Caster's right up front, and Panda gets surrounded. Oh, let's go with the surround though. Wants to hit the casters instead. Probably the right choice here. Huge stomp hitting most of the casters. Chain also coming out, taking out a couple of them. And Sorceress also getting taken out here. 2 more Sorks up front. Priest getting chained. Can he turn on these? Oh my god, the other Priest. All of the casters dying quickly. Jonathan with that sick focus fire. Tauren now going to town on the Sorceress as well. But the Tauren are mostly slowed. And with that slow on them, they are starting to get picked off a bit. Panda Breath doing huge work here. However, there's no Brilliance Aura after that missed retraining tome, and because of that, there is, Archmage running out of mana, not much mana left to use. Sorceress not getting more slows out, and Panda will only have 1 more breath. But Jonathan's army has started to collapse. 1 more breath. Needs to be careful with that Farseer. Oh my god. 3 health.
Players forced.
Barely escapes. Invuln passed as well. Rune bracers on the TC actually. Okay, heal pot used, wants to be safe. Potion used as well for the wolves. Probably not the worst thing. Does kind of need these wolves. Going to focus down the Archmage, but no TP forced. However, he might be able to take out a couple of these rifles or breakers if human player's not careful. But there's another breath. Farseer, 7 health. Does force the invuln, but the the panda. Oh my god, panda also dropped to 23. Very, very chaotic fight. A lot of human units ended up surviving though. Look at all these red health, red health, red health, red health. Panda also red health. But the Archmage does need to get another Tome of Retraining still. Without that level 2 Brilliance Aura active, it's really bad. Okay, picks up a TP. Regen scroll as well. Maybe a little bit too much spent on healing there, honestly. Like, he has a bunch of priests. I think the big thing is just clarity on the panda and then retrain to get Brilliance Aura once again. He is heading to the shop. And he is picking up the other retrain tome. We'll have Brilliance Aura now with Blizzard. Sucks to lose another 200 gold, but you know, sometimes that happens. Jonathan's army starting to look decent again. Does have 3 Tauren. Will take a little bit to heal them up. But he also is level 4.8 Farseer and level 4 TC. So pretty huge. Human also pretty similar levels. 4.8 and 4.1. And if he gets level 5 Archmage, honestly, some level 3 water elementals can be pretty big because there are no shaman and walkers can't really afford to spam disenchants on level 3 water ellies. So that could be a play. Human does have a TP, going to just walk back though. Will lose his barracks. The orc does not have a TP though, so if he gets caught out here, it could be a bit scary for him. But it is 50 food versus 50 food. We can technically take this fight. However, I think the orc's army is the type of army that'll get much stronger if he just waits until he's at like 60 or so food. And that looks to be what he's planning for as well. Just going to run. Takes out a farm and the barracks and then just run. Barracks being rebuilt, so maybe still planning to add more rifles. I don't think the barracks is required. Can definitely just go pure breaker caster. I don't know, maybe the barracks is okay because maybe you want rifles against the Tauren? Not sure. Like generally you don't want only tier 2 against Tauren, but I guess if you kite well enough and have some heal scrolls, it can still work fine. Orc trying to pull this camp. Oh, we do have control magic now. 1 wolf getting stolen. Orc army getting caught on the corner here. 1 headhunter dropping low really quick. Breaker getting ensnared though. We'll be able to pick off 1 right away. Nice pickup, but the blizzard coming in doing huge damage. Stomp not hitting much there, only 1 priest. But the Tauren finally reaching, and there are 4 Tauren here with pulverize. These are going to put in a lot of damage on these breakers. However, there is no more stomps already. Level 5 Farseer though, and he went level 3 chain, knowing there is the control magic. TC getting focused, has the invuln passed, will be able to protect him, and the Archmage now getting focused. Does still have a TP and a heal scroll. Could use the heal scroll here. Oh, but the chain comes out, takes out another couple units. Slow coming in, going to allow the human to pick off one of these Tauren most likely. There is no speed scroll to get out, but a nice disenchant there. However, not quick enough, and the Tauren does fall. Needs to get his TC healed back up, Raider healed back up. And maybe add in some Kodos. Yeah, we do have a Kodo on the way, which will be huge. Being able to eat a breaker as well as provide that aura. Oh, but the TC not going to get healed here. Oh, we'll have to use the invuln right away. No more salves available either, and oh my god, this army's dying so quick to the AoE. Panda breath. He's about to wipe everything. TC about to fall. Tauren about to fall. TC does fall. And wolves get stolen. Oh, slow. Being so oppressive here. And now the blizzard coming in with the Tauren unable to run away. And the next breath, huge breath, takes out both the Tauren. That game was a lot closer. I think Jonathan definitely had some real chances to secure that win, but in the end, YungHofer does come back with some good AoE and takes the win. Game 3 here, a last refuge. YungHofer spawning at the bottom left this time. And at the top right, our yellow orc player, Jonathan. Let's see if he goes into the Farseer Headhunters once again. I also forgot to update the score on the left, but not a big deal. I was updating the score at the top. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be Farseer Headhunters once again, as Peon put in the gold mine. YungHofer likely to go Archmage. Now, big things to watch out for on this map is if the orc sends a scout peon and tries to steal the Shadow Priest, and whether or not the human even tries to hold a camp and get the Shadow Priest himself. We do see the Archmage, and we do see the Farseer. So far, same style as the previous two games. And we'll just see how well their execution holds up this time. I do think Jonathan's usually been getting the better of YungHofer so far. But as we saw last game, it's easy to overcommit at some point against slow and then just lose a few too many units. He lost a few too many units, wasn't able to get up the proper mass he needed, and slow ends up being super oppressive in that scenario. Whereas if Jonathan had managed to get, you know, a bigger army with like a Kodo or two, another couple walkers with a bunch of disenchants,
A player's forces are under attack.
and maybe another couple headhunters to poke at casters, like then his army could have looked amazing, but just not able to reach that. And we do see the peon scout not really hanging by the merc camp, but does see the human not going for the merc camp either. Footman was sent across to scout as opposed to pull. And Farseer harass coming in. Will we be able to snag the water LEXP? Nope. Properly denied by the human. Jonathan going straight for the hero. This time YungHofer didn't really tank with his Archmage though. So a lot healthier Archmage this time. And a circlet, not claws. However, circlet is also pretty good. You know, it's not claws mantle like he had the last two games, but the circlet's pretty good. And Jonathan looking to just chase him once again. And the human just going to run around. Where is he going? Okay. Shop getting put up. Second burrow about to finish. Second burrow actually kind of late, I believe. So only a couple headhunters here for Jonathan. It'll be a little rough for him. But finally starting to get some real damage onto this Archmage. However, one headhunter also dropping to half health. Human tech, I think a little late. Oh, and doing a little bit of militia split creeping. However, the Archmage, look at this health. He's already down to 115 health, has not picked up boots yet. Currently no delay. I typically only put delay if they ask for it. You know, generally I think most players are not going to be cheating, but you know, if people want delay and ask for it, I can of course put delay. Yeah, Jonathan going to go for the little High Priest here. Gets a replenishment potion, which can be pretty nice. Archmage is kind of chilling at this moment. A little unsure of where to go, I guess. He is quite low on health, but going to poke at another headhunter. Needs to be careful with this Archmage though, and ensnare. Going on the footman. That is rough. But does manage to get a counter kill on the headhunter. A good pickup there for our human player. And we have 2.3 on the Archmage already. Farseer also not even level 2 yet. But getting one more footman here. And might go for the Shadow Priest once again. But with double Water Ellie, it's a little scary. However, one's about to time out. Another one can be summoned, but that will be the last of the human's mana for a while. Footman gets defend finally unlocked, taking quite a bit of damage. And headhunters will be moved away now. Jonathan looking to just pressure the Archmage, get him out of there. Don't want that Archmage creeping. Sanctum being thrown up, Blacksmith so he can get some rifles, and a Mountain King. I definitely prefer the Mountain King over the Panda, but the Panda did work out fine enough last game, I guess. Mountain King's where it's at though. Getting that Stormbolt, getting that clap. And Headhunter going into the base. But with the TC out, TC is going to be able to clean this up. One footman does fall. And now he should be able to salve these up. We do see once again the tier 3 tech by Jonathan already over halfway done. Walker on the way. So we'll likely add in Tauren again once he reaches tier 3. Farseer nearing level 2, but still not there yet. And second Sanctum finally being thrown up. Mountain King on the field. And the regen scroll gets cancelled right away. Bolt coming out onto the Farseer, but he might be able to kill this footman and get his level 2. One more hit. Is it denied? Does get the level 2. Might have fed some wolf XP though. But level 2 Farseer unlocked will allow him to harass with Chain Lightning, potentially stealing creep kills. TC level 2 himself, Bestiary being thrown up. So far, same build order and sort of timings by Jonathan. But we do have a little bit of a difference here with the Mountain King rather than the Panda this time. Trying to get us around. Jonathan could just... Oh! We'll have to TP here. TP! Okay. Actually forces a heal potion though. YungHofer got a little bit afraid there. Pops the heal potion. Didn't want to lose his level 2 Archmage this time. And TC looking to steal some creeps. Oh, Walker taking some damage. Is pulled back though.
Players' forces are under attack.
Farseer coming in with salves. And yeah, Tauren on the way. Does need another burrow here though. Okay, it is put up. Going to be supply blocked, but he does have research he can go for. He can pick up Adept Walker. He can pick up Pulverize. I'm not sure if he actually got Ensnare yet, but he can also go for Kodo Aura upgrade. You know, he has plenty of other things he can go for. Wow. Okay, yeah, he is getting Ensnare now. Yeah, human army looking to creep up this MK. Scroll of the Beast, not too great. A lot of weak footmen, however, they are kind of expected to die off soon. And a lot of sorceress being summoned. He has the adept for priests, a couple priests, then 3 swords getting mixed in. TC 2.6. Maybe could take this for 3. Looks like he's looking to find the human. I think he should really creep his shop though. Get the big consumable drop, get level 3 TC. However, looking to be aggressive here, might be able to pick off a caster though, which would be huge. But needs to be a little bit careful of overcommitting as there are sorceress on the field. However, the sorcerers have lost a couple of their slows on the ogres creeping. So not a huge amount of mana on them. Militia being called. Raider dropping low. Scroll of the Beast. Nice stomp though, but does he have anything to save the TC? There's no TP, he already used it. Oh my god, he got surrounded by the police. TC is stuck. Oh, TC is gonna go down. A lot of militia kills going the way of the orc, but you know, YungHofer already has the wood he needs. MK needs to be a little careful, does not have mana. However, there is more slow, so orc needs to be careful to not get caught out by that. Oh my god, nice snag there. Mana Stone, also a huge pickup. Being able to deny that for the MK, that is huge. Because if MK got that and just popped it right away even, like he could just bolt and clap all of this and like kill it. Yeah, a couple disenchants coming out onto the slow. Picks off a priest, very nicely done. Tauren getting microed back. There will be 1 Stormbolt here if he wants it. Could go for a Headhunter kill. Actually, Stormbolt's the wolf. I'm assuming probably a misclick, but yeah. And Jonathan actually sitting at 51 food. Kind of awkward. Maybe should drop down to 50. Not be in the upkeep just yet. The human side, only 39 food right now. Looking to get control magic, but does have 1/1 upgrades already on these breakers. This is pretty crazy to see when he's not even 50 food yet. MK looking to creep up. Might want to split off the Archmage, give solo XP here. Yeah, what does he get for an item? We have... What did he get? Ruined Bracers. That's kind of bad. I mean, you know, Chain Lightning and Stomp do some magic damage, but not a significant amount. For more of AoE spells, so pretty mediocre item. And for the orc side, Scroll of the Beast, also pretty mediocre. It can be okay, especially if there's not many breakers. Okay, maybe it can be, like right now, it can be okay. There's only like 2 breakers. They will not be able to steal all of the roar. But 1 Tauren getting caught out right away might be going down. Does manage to save it with the heal scroll plus the spirit link. And breakers can only steal so much. If they're stealing the spirit link, and if they're control magicking wolves, then this roar scroll could come out after and just really punish the human. Police! Police are called! Humans looking to fight. Tauren up front though. Stomp going into the back line. Huge stomp on all the casters. Chain Lightning as well. We do have a heal scroll on the MK. Would like to see the Scroll of the Beast now used as the breakers are low mana. So there will get a decent amount of value off that scroll if he wants it. Beat Scroll looking to save the Tauren. Other Tauren also dropping low. Might need to be pulled back soon. Another Stomp. Going to just hit Militia here. Or Peasants. And now the Orc needs to be careful of overcommitting. He has no more Speed Scroll. No TP. Does take out another caster. Stomp comes in. Not really hitting much though. And the Tauren drops. Now needs to be very careful of slow. But he is still putting good damage. Putting good damage. But the MK is 3. Still has a couple spells to use. And the slow is so oppressive. The orc's a bit stuck here, trying to back off. Ends up using the invuln on the Farseer, but the TC was the focus instead. And the TC manages to escape. But the orc army is still a bit... Oh no, the TC came back in. TC drops. And this human army now going to work on the back line of the orc. Stuck around a little bit too long, and that's why you sometimes need either double speed scroll or, you know, another teleport if you're not going to have double speed scroll. So orc does manage to rebuy his TC. However, those were some big losses. MK 3.5, Archmage about to reach level 4, and with that level 2 Brilliance Aura supporting the MK, it's going to be really rough here. Oof. Okay, we do have some stuff in the back getting healed up. We have Master Walker training. Oh, okay. Okay, we got a deviation here. Second totem. So wants to get Master Walkers, double totem, and just mass Tauren Walker. And that should theoretically be really strong. However, will he have the time for it to pay off? It does not look like it currently, as the human is pushing in. Might want to produce like a Kodo here, get that aura, eat a breaker. Yeah, human pushing in here. Does start to back off though, maybe a little scared or just wanting to kite a bit, get some slow on the units. And huge clap on the Tauren. This Tauren taking a long time to ever heal up. Walkers also pretty low on mana, even though they do have Master Training now. But their mana regen is fairly insane. Human backs off, gets Toma retraining. Still keeping the Ruined Bracers though. Would have maybe liked to see him sell it. Or at least transfer it to the MK. As he's doing most of the tanking. Yeah, huge breaker line up front. TC needs to somehow get around. And the Tauren, they're just walking around. They weren't able to connect to the breakers right away. And the Farseer dropping low as well. Might need a heal potion or at least some salves. Tauren finally starting to attack. And Blizzard doing huge damage here. No heal scroll for the orc. TC dropping low. We do have a speed scroll. Might be able to run the TC out with that. Tauren finally starting to do some real damage here. But there is no revive yet. So, I mean, he has the research for it, but there is no mana for it. So once these Tauren die, they're probably just going to be dead. Might have enough for a revive on this one walker though, if he wants. Human looking to pick off these Tauren, and when they're slowed, they die so quickly. And they're very difficult to heal up through salves. However, Jonathan's going to try his best to do so. Is he? Yeah, picks up a salve. But these are all so weak. Tauren takes so long to heal. They have 1300 health. If he can wait it out though to get enough mana on his walkers and then just revive Tauren over and over, that can definitely win. 2 armor upgrades on the breakers. However, the armor upgrades are not that huge against Tauren because Tauren have pulverized. So not a huge deal here. But Jonathan does need to go back and defend. Going to lose his burrows. Oh, we see some nice focus fire though. Picks off one priest right away. Very nicely done. However, going to lose a lot of burrows here. Potentially all of them. And the human does have a TP. Will be able to just get out. Did take out a second caster, I believe, though. So that's pretty nice. And now the orc coming in. Gets another caster. The human losing quite a lot of his army for this. Another caster. Another caster. Oh my god. There's only like breakers left. He got a couple burrows, but at the cost of his whole, you you know, whole backline of casters, I don't really know if that was worth. He is reproducing them now. He is still below 50 food. But that hurts. You know, only 2 priests. Needs to get their mana back up as well with some Brilliance Aura regen. And now the Tauren finally having enough time to heal up. The Walkers getting a pretty healthy count of mana. You know, this is quite a few Tauren revives now. And this is where it becomes really scary for the human. Because you just can't kill these Tauren over and over anymore. You know, unless you're getting like level 5 MK. Or maybe even level 5 Archmage with those huge water Ellies. But he doesn't even have water Ellies. He has Blizzard. Blizzard is good too. Water Ellies can force out some disenchants. But we do have another fight. Tauren up front. TC getting focused though. Just needs to watch his heroes mostly for Jonathan. The Tauren can tank though. He has plenty of... Oh my god, the Farseer needs to be careful. But the Archmage also getting focused. Pops the heal scroll. Does still have a TP though. TC getting focused now as well. No lockdown to really take out his MK, and he will just walk away. Another stomp on the Archmage. And the Tauren going to town onto these breakers. One breaker falls. Another breaker about to fall. MK a bit split out. Oh, TC needs to be careful. Almost actually got surrounded there. Yeah, as you can see, these breakers, they just do not hold up against Tauren, even with these 2 armor upgrades. I feel like against Tauren, you generally need tier 3 yourself, and then add in some Griffins. But, you know, that's a lot of extra stuff. That's, you know, that's another tech. That's another production building. Some Griffin research upgrades that you need. Like, it's a lot to invest in. So maybe the key is just to try to end it earlier. However, now Jonathan in a pretty good spot. Did not actually produce his burrows though. Only just now getting 1 finished, and that just sets him to 50 out of 51. He still needs to throw up like 2 more burrows right now. Or a tiny Great Hall could be a choice. Yeah, tiny Great Hall would be a great choice actually too. Because he does have 1100 wood, so he can afford to take eons off wood. Tiny Great Hall would give him 11 more food to work with.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, he is going to get his expo caught. And he does still need to produce burrows. Oh, produce burrows. Oh wait. I didn't even realize the mains are empty. Jonathan, you need to spend your gold, bro. 665 gold. What's he gonna go for? Honestly, Tiny Great Hall would probably still be a good choice here. However, he went really far out from his base. Looks like he wants to creep check the human, knowing that the human was on the left side when it killed his peon. Goes and checks the red, but the human does have a TP. However, might be able to pick off some casters before the TP. Oh, does he get one caster, second caster? Oh wait, did that die in the base? Is there there's a corpse here, it died. So I think the Chain Lightning killed it, because Chain Lightning has like delayed damage, kind of like Mana Burn. So the damage probably didn't go off until it was in the base. Picks off that priest, gets level 5. Level 5 Farseer, he actually goes for Chain Lightning. Sometimes in these scenarios, wolves can be good because you can prevent peasants from mining anywhere.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, going for just a normal Great Hall, no tiny Great Hall. And he must have bought items, right? Yeah, he probably bought Heal Scroll. There is no Invuln, but this TC pretty stacked. Mana Stone, double circlet, ring. That's kind of what you want. Human just looking to level as best he can. But the MK is not healed fully yet. There's no priests either. He lost his priest earlier, and the one priest he had at, or the 2 priests he had at the camp on the left got both picked off before the TP. And now he's cornered here. No TP. Orc catches him out. And the Tauren are just pummeling away. Oh, pulverize, pulverize. Oh, pulverized right out of the game. And Jonathan taking a nice win there. 2-1 over YungHofer. Big pickup for him. I think Jonathan had been struggling in the group before this. So getting a win here, pretty nice for him.